Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. You know what I'm saying? We're back with another one, another live stream. This one, we're just going to do some news and notes, going to go across these divisions. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff popping off. So I feel like the best way for me to get it off is just go through the divisions and talk about the news and upcoming fights and stuff like that. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Feel free to follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom. Um, Twitter at OverJ. Feel free to hit me up on there. L does boxing on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do. So we're gonna start with the heavyweight division. So of course we know about the two big fights we got coming up. The first one, AJ versus Usyk for the three belts, September 25th. You know what I'm saying? The UK, that's a big time fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a fight Usyk could win, can win. The former undisputed cruiserweight champion. You know what I'm saying? This is his third fight at heavyweight. And, you know what I'm saying, he's going to face off against AJ, who, has proven himself to be a good champion. You know what I'm saying? After his only loss, he got the belt back. And we all know the story. I like the fight, though. I think it's kind of intriguing to see what AJ going to bring to the table as far as, if we're going to have his counter punching abilities on point. Because Usyk going to push the pace, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see if AJ going to wear down the stretch. And then on the other hand, can Usyk, sustain the power, you know what I'm saying? Because the power is crazy with AJ. So we'll see. Then of course we got the trilogy, Wilder Fury 3, been postponed and pushed back and all the drama. I mean, they can do they can do a mini series about this shit, a 10-part mini series or some shit. But man, hopefully, man, we can get this stuff October the 9th, you know what I'm saying, come to a close. There's a lot of drama with it. And but it's a big time fight. It's a big time fight. And that undercard is like all heavyweights. So that's gonna be crazy. FA versus Sanchez. That's a good looking fight. Um, you got Konaki versus Helena's part two. I should have said the other way around. Helena's versus Konaki. So that's another good fight. The first fight was good, and then you got Big Baby Anderson versus Tashenko, undefeated Russian heavyweight. So yeah, I like that card. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna feature a lot of heavyweights. Viciano, what's good? Salute. Viva 2 V Dot. What's good, bro? Salute to you. So, of course, tonight we got Dane Dubois coming back. He's facing Joe Kuzumana on this Jake Paul, Tyron Riley undercard. So, that's good for Dubois coming back. He came back in June, had a second round knockout against Bogdan Denu. He looked good in that. I think he's gonna have a similar performance tonight. So that's what's up. What else going on? Heavyweight. Not Usyk. Herkovic. Herkovic is coming back September the 10th on the zone. He's facing a guy like 22-0, 22 knockouts. So, and the guy's resume with all the knockouts, like he ain't fought nobody. So we already know what it is. Herkovic is supposed to fight an IBF final eliminator. So I guess they're gonna let him take a tune up or warm up because he haven't fought all year. So we'll see. Um, Tony Yoka is fighting September the 10th too. That's another good looking prospect. You know what I'm saying? He Olympic gold medalist. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Bruce Gold? Salute. And Tony Yoka, he's fighting on ESPN Plus. But as a fight get close, I'm gonna definitely do a preview of that. I'm just trying to think about some more heavyweight news going down. So that's about it. On heavyweight, we already know what we want to see with the top guys and stuff like that. Now, moving down to cruiserweight. So Lawrence Okoli, the WO champion, he's coming back on the AJ Usyk undercard. He's going to defend his title versus mandatory challenger Dylan Prozac, something like that. Not really too well known, but he's an undefeated guy, and that's a fight that Okoli should win. And it's intriguing because Maris Briedis, who is the number one cruiserweight, the IBF champion, I think he Ring Magazine, I'm not sure, but he's fighting like the day before, the 24th or the 23rd, something like that. He's facing his IBF mandatory, Salakit, something like that, and that's a good fight. Salakit can fight from Poland. He fought the WBC champion, had a good fight. That was a good fight that he went over there and fought that guy, and he gonna bring a good fight to Breeders. And now they talking about the winner if both guys come clean Coley and Breeders, we can get a unification at the back end of the year, December, or the top of 2022, and that's dope because cruiserweight don't get a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fans don't really rock with cruiserweight because it's mainly a European division, but it's a good division because those guys can punch. They got speed of like a some guys got speed of like a light heavyweight, middleweight, super middleweight, and they got big time punching power like a heavyweight. Like Breeders got cracks and Okoli. So it's a good looking fight, you know what I'm saying? Another decent cruiserweight fight coming up September the 11th. You got Tashenko. He's an former Olympic gold medalist. He coming off his first loss. But he's coming back. He's going to face the Russian Hammer, Khrushchev. That's September 11th on in Russia. So I'm gonna definitely break that down when it comes. But that's a decent fight, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good comeback fight for Tashenko. You know what I'm saying? Both guys coming off of losses. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Now moving down to light heavyweight. Um, so they ordered Arthur Beterbiev and Marcus Brown. The WBC ordered that. They negotiating right now. Purse bid should be like September 17th, so we'll see. You know, Beterbiev is with Top Rank. He's a unified champion, IBF, WBC, and then you got Marcus Brown. He's the number one contender for the WBC. Marcus Brown was supposed to fight Zerto earlier this year for the mandatory, but Zerto, the last day before the purse bid, he pulled out. So you can take that however you want to take it. Now Marcus Brown, he had a little comeback fight in April. It was under the radar. He fought a Russian guy, Gradashev or something like that. I don't even think it was on TV. And so that's a good fight, man. We'll see if his chin can hold up. That's the biggest question. He has the skill. He has the skills, you know what I'm saying? Marcus Brown can box. He can punch a little bit. He's a former Olympian, so he got the pedigree. Can he take the power though? Because Arthur Beterbiev is probably one of the biggest punchers in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And he got nice punch placement to the body and up top. So yeah, that's what's up. Dimitri Bivol. Now I'm hearing he's trying to come back sometime in the fall. Um, maybe again they talking about John Ryder or somebody else. I don't know. He was in talks with Zerto, but I guess those talks broke down, and that's a good fight. A fight I want to see. Um, and they trying to line him up for a big time spring fight versus Joshua Buatsi, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good fight. Buatsi, he you know what I'm saying, he got a nice victory the other week. So, you know, he's number one. That was a title eliminator in the WBA, and we know WBA is getting rid of the belt. So he'll be next in line to face Dimitri Bivol. So that's what's up. TJ Sports Nation, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Let me see. Oh, Joe Smith Jr. He's coming back October the 30th. He gonna face his WO mandatory Omar Solomov. That's a pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty good fight. Solomov, a big guy, like 6'4", strong guy. He can punch a little bit. They only got one defeat, but you know that don't really mean that. That's a good fight. And then if he wins, he going to face Danny Jacobs in the springtime in NYC. So they're trying to, I guess trying to make him a star, or whatever. I want to see the unification with him and Arthur Beterbiev, but I guess my man got some mandatories to handle. So we'll see. Well, both guys got mandatories, so we'll see. What else on light heavyweight? I'm thinking Badu Jack and Andre Darrell gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? I just have a feeling that they're gonna fight. I seen Andre Darrell came into the new WO rankings and he done moved up in the WBA rankings after his last performance. I think that makes sense. Maybe they might take a back seat because the WBA getting rid of these belts. So maybe they might go another direction. But that might be a good little fight. Both guys they passed it a little bit and they can, I guess they can match up real well. D Hodges in the building. Salute, bro. So we'll see. 168. We got the big fight, you know what I'm saying? Nobody thought we was gonna get it. We got the big fight. What's good, bro? He said, nah, no undisputed. It went undisputed don't mean nothing in this day and time. Nobody care about no undisputed this day and time. We got one coming up at 68 though that nobody thought we was gonna get. But for the most part, undisputed don't really matter like that. It sounds good for a talking point, but it don't matter. I like this fight though, Canelo versus Caleb Plant. I know a lot of people didn't think it was gonna happen. Sketchy negotiations and tactics. You know what I'm saying? But it's done. November the 6th. Hey, that's what's up. We need that. We need big time fights. And Canelo trying to make some history. Caleb Plant too. It's a good fight though. I think both guys present matchup problems to each other. You know what I'm saying? I like Plant's size and his speed and his footwork. He got a long jab. He know how to hook off that jab. That's gonna be important. You know what I'm saying, to keep Canelo at bay. And Canelo is just he just know how to win fights and rounds and pace himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't get flustered. He got the big time experience. So yeah, I like that fight. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to it. David Morrell, he was ordered to face John Ryder for the regular title. He said Plant going 12. Yeah, we'll see. Um, but yeah, that they in negotiations. You know what I'm saying? David Morrell and John Ryder. I'm not sure if that fight gonna happen. Um, just me looking at how the WA consolidating belts. If it don't happen, if Ryder move up and face Bivol, which they've been talking about, then I could see um Morrell versus Shooternoff, who is the WA gold champion, if they're trying to get rid of these belts. Um, we'll see. Maybe they give Dave Morrell somebody like Anthony Durrell. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a good fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Uh Durrell is on his way out. He's like 37, 38. He already been talking about retirement. They got the young up and coming Cuban who they've been pushing hard. That might be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That might be a good fight. Moving down to 160. Now we got four champions, and these guys ain't fighting each other, so that kind of hurt the sport. You know what I'm saying? A lot, and it hurt the division. I'm not sure what Andre gonna do. I'm hearing talks about him maybe facing. I don't know, man. I heard Quigley. Nobody want to see that. I even heard Shane Mosley Jr. But we'll see. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A fight with Janabek that's a good fight though. I know Janabek got like 10 fights, you know what I'm saying? But he's a problem. I think he can give every champion a run for their money. Janabek just beat Rob Brandt on Top Rank. That's a good fighter. Southpaw, trained by Buddy McGirt, got a lot of skills, got a big time amateur career. He's good, solid. You know what I'm saying? He's like number one and number two for Demetrius Andrade. So I'm not sure. Hopefully he come back this year. Charlo, same thing. I don't know who he gonna fight either. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, like if I had the WC rankings and WO rankings, we go through them. Like if you look at Charlo and the WC, he done beat most of those guys. And then, Derenchenko, you know, uh I forgot the other ones, but most of them he done fought, or it's guys that we don't really recognize. You know what I'm saying? TS Boxing was good. He said, hold on. He said, who you talking about? The Zanabek dude. Yeah, Zanabek, Aklam Luli. I can't pronounce his name. Yeah, fights on Top Rank, managed by Igis Klimas. You know what I'm saying? From Kazakhstan. I think his nickname is Kazakhstan. Yeah, he nice. He'll give all those champions problems. He said Andre should fight Eubank. Interesting you said Eubank, because Eubank about to face a German guy, Steve Stephan something. He about to fight October the 2nd. That fight just got announced. So, and I don't know, he's not ranked in the WO. Now that's see, it's like fights like that. I think should happen. I agree with you, but I've been going off the realistic shit. Like they've been talking about this fight for a long time, and he haven't jumped in the rankings. Like I'm gonna go off with the rankings because the rankings tell you just about everything you need to know. You feel me? Like this fight right here seems unrealistic due to the rankings. And now that they're doing consolidation, the WBA, maybe Eubank might get maybe the mandatory since he's the interim champion. Maybe he may be the mandatory for Murata, or he might get Laura. They might order that fight. So I don't know. I like it though. I like that fight. Andre was calling for Jacobs yesterday. Jacobs is he about to move to 175. He might have like a little tune up. Man, they know they're not fighting. That's how they be lying to the fans. But I got you covered. Jacobs already signed a deal to face Joe Smith Jr. He may have a little run out at 175 just to see how the weight feels sometime this year. He already signed that contract, so I mean, Andre, I guess he lied to the fans. Jacobs is going to fight. Yeah, there you go. There it is right there. Salute. So we'll see though. Yeah, but Eubank coming back October 2nd. Like I said, not sure what the champion's doing. Triple G and Murata is signed for December 28th. That should sound far as hell from now. But that fight, that's the next fight for them guys. It's a good fight, but I mean, Triple G been out the ring for a year. I mean, he turning down fights, you know what I'm saying, bigger fights than this, you know what I'm saying, to go to Japan and fight Murata. So, it is what it is. 160 is definitely down, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. What's up, Kano? Salute, bro. Appreciate you. What's going on with you, bro? He said Joe Smith. Yep, yep, yep. Don't listen to these fighters. I'm telling you, they be. I'm telling you, they be lying, bro. I think Eddie real friendly with Solomon. Yeah, so I mean, it can be like I said. If you talking about Andrew and Eubank, yes, but you know what I'm saying. Just let me know when Eubank get into the new WO rankings. That's all I need to know. That's all. You know what I'm saying? WO probably took the lead as the best sanctioned body. IBF, WO. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because if the WA is consolidating and ordering all these fights, they may order the Lava fight. That's a good fight for him. That's on the same level as Andre. Pretty much. They might give him a Murata. He may get the winner between Triple G and Murata. Maybe a bigger fight for him. So yeah, the rankings for the WO just came out. They always come out like maybe around the 22nd or 23rd of the month. When they come back out, I'll be checking for that shit. That's why I do the rankings on my channel, because to find out stuff like that. Because they tell me that fight is in negotiation. I heard Paul Andre talking about that fight, but I don't see nothing in the WO rankings. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Maybe they getting told one thing and then somebody else doing another, because you can tell when the fight's about to happen when they start positioning guys in the rankings. That shit always been happening. Even though the promoters are friendly and all that shit. Hey, I'm gonna go off with my shit. That's what I learned to do. Go off what I know and what I've been doing. My formula be 100. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the promoters be saying. He's facing Omar Solomov from Russia. I think he's with Salida Promotions. Murad Triple G. That's a good fight. That shit just taking too long. All right, we're moving to 154. 154. I love this division. You know what I'm saying? He said Murad Brandt reminds me how Wilder Fury, I think, play out. Murad didn't look himself, and Brent came. Yeah, okay, yeah, that fight in Vegas, the first fight was good. Brent threw a bunch of punches, outworked him. Yeah, he blew him away. Yeah, Brent is nice. I mean, excuse me, Murata is nice in rematches. Both rematches, he stopped both guys. He said, "True, true." I remember him fighting the Australian guy. Yes, sir. All right. So 154, one of my favorite divisions. So at the top, let's start. We just heard Tim Tszyu has been named mandatory for in the WO for Carlos Castano, Brian Carlos Castano. He activated, you know what I'm saying, the mandatory. Like I was saying, Porter should have did way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Porter came out and lied to the fans and said that don't exist. But Tim Tszyu just did that. Tim Tszyu, the number one guy, and then the number two, Kurbanov from Russia, was both trying to activate the WO mandatory clause. They basically put their resume to the WO and said, okay, I fought this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and I did this, this, and this. I defended the regional WO title like 3-4 times. And so what they did was they looked at the resume, they was like, okay, Tim Tszyu, we're gonna give it to you. You be the former world champion, Horn, you've been more active, blah, 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 right? Activated the mandatory clause. And when some people were saying that you know, that shit didn't exist, you know what I'm saying? Porter could have been done that. He could have been put the pressure on Bud, but it go both ways, because I feel like Bud could have put the pressure and kind of did that both ways too. It go both ways for me. But when they say shit, that's why you can't listen to these fighters all the time. You just take it with a grain of salt and go do your own research and then you'll figure shit out. Because when he said that don't exist, I'm like, man, I just read the rules. I be updated on those rules all the time because I got to make sure I'm 100. If I'm gonna do a channel and come out here and talk to my subscribers, people who rock with me, I gotta make sure I'm 100. So for him to say that shit don't exist, what? I laughed at that shit. So salute to Tim Zoo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Tim Zoo. um, so Tim Zoo, he's the mandatory, but the mandatory isn't due yet for the WO. It's not due until February because that's when Castano won the title. He was the mandatory when he fought Teixeira last February. So the next one is the next February. So easy work, right? Now, so I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I know he's coming back in November. They're having some big time extravaganza in Australia. They're gonna have like a 3-night fights or something like that, and he gonna be on the third night. So they're doing like a big build up or something like that. Now they trying to get Tony Harrison down there or a notable American name down there. You know, interesting. They was in talks to face Jerry Hurd. You know, and that was I didn't even know that. That was cool. They was in talks to fight Jerry Hurd. Jerry Hurd lost. So I'm thinking, shoot, fight Arias. You know what I'm saying? That's a good. That'd be a tough fight for him. A good learning fight. We'll see. But Arias, I think he's gonna campaign at 160. So maybe that's out the question. But I'm not sure who he can get down there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure who he gonna get down there, but we'll see for sure. He said, I think Porter's gonna look for a way. No, I think I think that fight gonna happen. But it's a possibility because he want to eliminate in the IBF. So we'll see. But I think Porter going. No, I don't never seen Porter like running away from a fight. I just felt like the fight could have been pushed along quicker. You know what I'm saying? That's all But I think that Porter ain't no punk. He'll fight everybody. Can stand on rematch Charlo. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that too. That's definitely coming. Um, yeah, I hope both interim fights. Yeah. So okay, so far as that, so the WO is cool with them running it back. You know what I'm saying? If they get a deal in place. The IBF, they cool with it. But the IBF mandatory, it's up to him. So basically they gotta pay another step aside money. They gotta do another step aside deal or some type of compensation. So the IBF mandatory back to Martuzaliev, um, you know, they gotta give him some money or something. Because from what I'm hearing from his side, he ain't taking that shit. He trying to get his fight now. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get his fight now with Charlo, and that fight been ordered, and the deadline already passed. Y'all notice y'all haven't heard nothing about that. So which normally means a deal been worked out, right? A deal been worked out for those guys to face. I guess they wait for the right time to announce it and all that good stuff. Charlo never had a hometown fight in Houston since he been champion, so that makes sense to do that fight in Houston if you got to do the mandatory. Now, if they can get this guy to step aside again, um, yeah, that's good for boxing fans because that would pave way for another undisputed. But you would have the same problem on the back end because Lubin is the WC mandatory, but I think he's like last in line. The IBF is first in the rotation, so you'll still have to fight that guy. And then Tim Zoo is second. Remember, the WO mandatory is due in February. Then you got Lubin, who's been mandatory for a minute, and then the WA trying to do their shenanigans. So you're gonna have potentially 4 mandatories, and somebody getting stripped or something gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's rare for we never seen it though. A 4-belt undisputed champion face all 4 of his mandatories in succession and whatever. We never seen that. So to me, I don't know if they can do that. I don't know if they're gonna make it that far. But yeah, it's a goal from the sanctioning bodies. Now it's up to the IBF mandatory if his team going to step aside money or step aside agreement. Now they already took 2 step aside agreements. Sometimes step aside agreements don't come in just a form of money. I'm gonna give you 5,000 or 500K. You step aside and we cool. Nah, it can come. It came. His step aside came the way of a fight. So they gave him 2 fights on the Charlo undercard. He fought on the pay-per-view undercard off TV, so keep him sharp. You know what I'm saying? So I think some fighters would rather stay sharp than actually, they actually take step aside money and just sit out the whole time. So he got a paycheck and he got to stay active. Then he fought on the undisputed undercard with Charlo Castano. Same type of thing. And Charlo and Castano knew that the IBF mandatory was due afterwards. They already knew that. So when a lot of fans will be knowing what they're talking about, like, oh, he messed up undisputed. No, Charlo them knew that. Even look, they haven't had IBF at 154, haven't had a mandatory fight since Jamal Charlo versus J Rock. That was December 2016, damn near 5 years ago. Now think on that. So of course these guys want to fulfill and get their sanction fees and and they want to fulfill the mandatory position. The IBF is the most strict, far as dealing with mandatory. So yeah, we'll see though. So IBF mandatory been getting hurt. Yeah, he has, and that's a fight that Charlo should win. Honestly, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think Jamel would be too much. Yeah, I think so too. What's good, bro? Oh yeah, his shit past due too. His shit's past due. His last one was June 2018. Yeah. Um, I think his mandatory was good to go officially after he beat Collazo because he won it like in March, but he took another one, put the IBF mandatory on the line versus Collazo that year, October 2019. So after that, that's when the shit started being in effect. But then think about what Spence was going through. He fought well that was after he fought Porter, but he was in a car accident. So it's kind of not that far away, but it's coming. I bet you it's coming. That's the fight that I always thought Spence should have went ahead and took. I think that's the fight Spence should take coming back from the eye surgery if he come back. That's the fight he should just go ahead and get that out the way because if he talking about being undisputed, it's gonna mess up a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna mess it up. The IBF could, order an interim fight with Quadrilla. We're gonna get there too. We're gonna get there, but we'll see though with that. Ricky E245, what's good, bro? Salute. But yeah, it's been a long time since Spence made the IBF mandatory defense. That's been a long ass time. They said someone's going to give up the belt. He's basically saying the IBF. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Charlo give it up. Even Spence, we'll see. But I think Charlo gonna fight the Russian guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at it like this. They put this guy on the undercard. He has no promotional affiliation with the PBC. They put him on the undercard. They paid him. They kept him kept the ring rust off. So he on the same schedule as Charlo. They knew this shit was coming. They're not gonna tell the fans that though. So that's why I uncover all that shit. What's up, Rob 87? Salute. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. And then moving to welterweight, Ugas coming off that big victory over Pacquiao. Not really a big surprise to me. Ugas, he got the style to give everybody in the division problems. He's simple, keep it basic, got good defense, good timing, good count puncher. And he got the Cuban style. So, that was a good performance, man. I thought it was easy fight to score, 9-3. Some people were scoring it for Pacquiao. I was like, damn, the nostalgia is crazy out here. I don't think Pacquiao won. Shoot, I think what I get Pacquiao? I get 1, 3, and 5. So like halfway point, it was looking close. Like I was like, okay, about even. I thought Ugas won the rest of the rounds, bro. 6-12 to me. But it is what it is. But yeah, good performance by Ugas. What he do next? If Pacquiao serious about doing a rematch, I guess he'll come in here. He'll roll. Ugas will happily, give the man a rematch and get another bag. His pay definitely gonna go up, and it's a fight that he might win easier. You know what I'm saying? If not, Spence definitely got dibs. You know what I'm saying? He's the man in the division, and he can definitely, if he come back healthy, he can make that fight happen with Ugas for the three belts. Um, with the WBA sanction bodies, I'm not sure how they would do that. You know, because Jamal James he supposed to face Raz Butayev. That fight been ordered for a minute. Supposed to been happen. Raz Butayev fought Besputin for the regular title back like maybe 2019. Besputin tested positive. He lost that fight. Besputin tested positive, so he's supposed to got the first crack at the regular title anyway. But Ugas got it, and then they started doing some musical chairs with the belts. Ugas moved up. They stripped Pacquiao, and then Jamal James got the regular. All types of crazy shit. So we'll see what they do with that. The gold champion is Virgil Ortiz, but he about to vacate that. I think Besputin about to fight for that September the 11th. So it's a lot of shit going on, when it comes to these sanction buyers and stuff like that. Um, I had Ugas 9-3. Yeah, we on par. I had it 7-5, 8-4. I thought Ugas won that fight very clear. What's good? Actual fact, salute, bro. What's up? Rival, what's good? Yeah, I thought he won that fight pretty easy, pretty clear. But yeah. We got the purse bid with Bud versus Porter, September the 2nd. They're gonna air that live on the WO Facebook page, which is cool. Cool for the fans to get insight. I don't know if it's gonna be too entertaining though, but it'd be cool to get an insight of what these guys do behind closed doors. I think that fight happened. You know what I'm saying? They still got a couple of days that they can work out a deal. They probably won't get a deal done, but we'll see who wins the first bid. You know what I'm saying? It's a big one. You know what I'm saying? Big time fight. So we'll see with that. Hopefully Spence come back from this eye surgery. You know what I'm saying? We'll see the eye injury. I think in the meantime, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I'd be okay with them doing some interims. You know what I'm saying? It depends how long he gonna stay out. Definitely with the IBF. The IBF, I mean, some shit should have been. They gotta do something. Um, Thoughts on Aaron purse bid as events? I mean, it's cool. It's cool for I guess for casual fans and fans that really don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. Not the first time they did this. I mean, all pandemic, they've been doing purse bids on Zoom. I know Eddie did one. I think they did one for well, they was about to do one for Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell, but they got on there. Both promoters got on there and was like the deal was done. They did one for Michaela Mayer and Iwa Barnica. Same thing. They got on there and they was like the deal been done. So I mean, it's nothing. I see it. It's too easy, but I guess it's good for fans that they want to get an insight and maybe I guess it help people create content. So it's cool. I think it's cool. I think the zone is going to win. The zone? You mean Eddie Hearn? You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn got to win it. The zone, they not no licensed promoter. They can't win that shit. Now Eddie, I don't. I mean, I think it's a possibility that Eddie can win it. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Maybe that's why he haven't announced a lot of fight dates on the for the US side. So maybe he win it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. He said you buying. Oh yeah, I got it already. Yes, sir. We watching. We're gonna support the sport. What you think about Ennis versus Delorme? Solid fight, but they really couldn't get anything better. Lose situation. I'm cool with it. I mean, they they looking like they treating Delorme like they treating Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? About to turn him to a quick, fast journeyman real quick. But Delorme did have a good performance against Stanionis. He coming off of two back-to-back losses, Jamal James, Stanionis. He improved against Stanionis to me with Ismail Salas, who he doing a hell of a job this year as a trainer. So I think he's gonna bring something. You may remember Delorme starts off fast in fights. I mean, he was up two rounds 0 against Bud Crawford. But that was a long time ago and I got it. But I think Boots probably stop him probably like I think he'll test him early with the speed and stuff like that. But I think this Boost, gonna overwhelm him. Probably stop him like in 5 rounds. something like that. So we'll see. He said, "How's he talking to somebody else? I think it's good for people to see. Yeah, I think it's good too. You know what I'm saying? I think it's good too. It's good. It's good. Porter versus Crawford happen. Does Porter versus Crawford happen if Eddie wins the bid? Makes it interesting. I think it do. I mean, I don't think. I think Eddie would love to have that fight on the zone. Um, if we can get it over there. I just think I don't know. I think I think the fight happens, but I think maybe somebody like MTK and the Eastern guy, the promoter over there, might win that shit. I'll be thinking like that because everybody saying the zone and Eddie gonna win it. I don't really know if he interested in that. Maybe he don't even have the bread for that for over here. Maybe he's not even thinking about doing nothing crazy for the US, the zone, like the zone USA, Matchroom USA. I don't know. I don't know. But I just want to see it happen. I just want to see the fight ultimately. Did you hear that is so Ugas demand 2.5? No, I ain't hear that. I ain't hear that. I ain't hear that. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yep. And another thing, Bud signed a sports management group. He signed with a sports management group. So I'm not sure how that's gonna play a part of it. Yeah, Lee Eden. I'm not sure how that's gonna play a part, but we'll see. Welterweight. What else going on? So talk about Boots. That's cool. He come back. His fight date might be like October the 30th, something like that. We'll see. Against the Lorme. Mikey supposed to be coming back. October the 2nd, maybe. Supposed to be like the September 18th, but I don't know. We'll see what Mikey do, man. Mikey is unpredictable. Um, Let me see what else going on at welterweight. Oh, of course, the Michael Fox situation. Michael Fox, he done took one for the team. Then the WH they gonna straighten out. So maybe they make Stanions versus Michael Fox because Michael Fox said he didn't want that rematch with Gabriel Mastery. So we'll see. All right, moving to 140. So we got the undisputed champion Josh Taylor. He's going to face Jack Catterall December 18th in Scotland, I believe. The Hydro, I want to say. That's a nice little defense. That's a nice little defense. Jack Catterall, nice little southpaw boxer. Got a nice team around him too, with Jamie Moore and those guys. They got a nice stable. Got Chantel Cameron with them. So yeah, I like Jack Catterall. I don't think he wins the fight. I like Josh Taylor to ultimately win that fight, and he gonna have mandatories too. So it'd be interesting to see. Maybe this is his last fight at 140. Maybe he move up and try to see what's up with 147. He can move up and be the automatic mandatory. Use his stupid super champion status. That'd be cool. That'd be dope to see what he do. Um, Gary Antoine Russell was coming back on the Benavidez undercard. That's November the 13th. That's a good fighter. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Berlinga, he's facing Caceres on the Wilder Fury undercard, October 9th. Caceres fought Billy Joe Saunders on the YouTube undercard. He was beating Billy Joe. He was probably up a cup, probably 6-4, but then Billy Joe stopped him, hit him with an uppercut, stopped him. So yeah, that's the fight Berlinga should win. The athletic commission is still investigating the result. That's crazy. Catterall basic. Yeah, he's basic. He can make it kind of awkward. It's a tricky type of style for it's a tricky type of style for Josh Taylor. No, Josh Taylor coming off some hand injuries too. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. Coming off some hand injuries. But I think he win that fight. Nice homecoming. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Salute. What's up, Storm B man? Salute. Yeah. Yeah, plus he might fight Michael Fox. I think I told you that already. But yeah, he might fight Michael Fox. Stay in the fan, undisputed, move up, he's food. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's food for a lot of those guys at 147. He got the he got the size too. I think he'd beat some of those friends type of guys at 147. You know. I mean, at 140, if he stay and defend, now it's some tough fighters though. Sabrina Matisse. I think he beat Ponce, but Ponce will bring a good challenge. Um, I doubt if Tank fight him. If he stay at 140 and try to fight Tank, I'm with it. But is Leonard Ellerbe with it? So is if you look at it, 140 got some decent challengers or whatnot. I mean, I like to see the Regis fight. He run that back one day. That's cool. But other than that, it might not be big enough names for him to make him stay down there. Would Mikey fight him at 140? You know what I'm saying? So he might go up after this one. I think Taylor will win unanimous decision based off activity. Yeah, he may stop dude. It depends how he's feeling in the hands and stuff like that. You think Wilder Fury might get postponed? Nah, I don't think so. I think it's a go. The Virgil vacate. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Vesputin about to fight for that. September the 11th. He about to face a Mexican guy for that in Russia. But we'll see. The new rankings coming out like the 31st, and I'm definitely doing them shits for the WBA. That shit gonna be interesting with all these they stripping all the interim champions and um they order us a bunch of fights. So yeah, I'm gonna touch on that. He lost. Yeah, he did lose earlier this year. I think he got a victory like in June. Yeah, he didn't look good in that fight. Yeah, that's true. I don't like bias shots at all. Taylor in 5. Okay. Yeah. I met Jack Calleron out here when I went to the Linares Haney fight. Yeah, he cool dude. He was with Fiats who just fought. Yo, them dudes cool, man. I like that team. There's Javon Hill in the UK right now. Who's training Fury? I don't know. Last time I seen Sugar Hill, he was in Tulsa, Oklahoma with Nico Ali Wash. So I'm not sure. Maybe he get back with Ben Davison. Actually, I like Ben Davison for Fury more than I like um Sugar Hill, honestly. But that's just my opinion. But we'll see. Tank's movements is confusing. He's staying at 140 now. Well, yeah, they confuse him because he's not really in control of his career. You know what I'm saying? He got like 3 or 4, 5 people running his career, so it's gonna be confusing. So yeah, he's gonna keep those 2 belts for now, the 2 regular titles, and he's gonna defend it, and he's gonna defend one of them, whatever he's gonna do, and then after that, he's gonna have to vacate one. So I don't think he's staying at 140. I just think he's just holding on to the belt for now. What's up, Mayman in the building? What's good, bro? Salute to you. He's a nice lad, but he's not exactly the best mentor around. Yeah. I salute Jack Calleron though, because he could have made it ugly with Undisputed. We could have been, we probably wouldn't have got Undisputed this soon. So salute to him for taking step aside and say, go ahead and handle y'all business and let me get my shit on the back end. So I salute him. So he a hell of a mandatory for that. For real. I have a feeling Malik Scott has a bright future as a trainer. Well, Malik Scott been around for a long time, and for the guys that really don't know, he's been in everybody's training camp, probably except for AJ. But I think they was him and AJ was in the Klitschko camp together, so he know everybody. He been brought back to a lot of these guys' training camp 3-4 times. Usyk, Parker, um, he even was in Shazora's training camp, who he fought. So yeah, if you ever listen to him talk before Wilder, before him linking up and being the coach for Wilder, go back like 5 years ago and look at Ellie Setback, Malik Scott interview. This is how he talk about boxing. That shit been there. So this old news, but I'm glad everybody looking out for it now. That's what's up, man. You learn something new every day. JJ, what's good, bro? Salute. He said, "What's your thoughts on Conway admitting?" Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I rate him heavily a prospect. Yeah, yeah. I think that shit goes on a lot. I thought Jason Rosario did it when he was supposed to face Musa Zaliev for the IBF Eliminator on the Quilla and Gulo undercard. And he said his hand was hurting, and then that was around the same time Hurd said he won't go exercise his rematch clause versus J Rock. Then J Rock fought Rosario, so I think that shit happened a lot, and that's my main instance right there. But yeah, man, it's just exposed the managers and shit and what take place and stuff like that. It's a bad look for him and the manager and the promoter. To me, I didn't lose my guy too, but that's the kind of a bad look because somebody know what's going on. But yeah, but he fights tonight. I like him too. I think he can be a world champion. He's solid. So got a nice little high guard defense. Go to the body. I like him, man. He's strong, talented. I don't think he's like a crazy big time puncher, but he's solid. I like him. I like Charles Conwell for sure. I like to see him in with somebody like after this. I think he'll be ready for. I think he might be ready for Austin Trout. If Austin Trout is still campaigning at 154, he just fought too. I like that type of fight for him. A veteran, somebody that fought for a world title. That'd be good. What's the ideal weight for Wilder? 220, yeah, 225. I think that's cool. 225. It's cool. Facts. Yeah, that's a good weight for Wilder. What's up? World Report in the building. Salute. I think Julio Cesar Martinez did it to Aurora. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that fight might be back on. I think it happened a lot. Do you give Plant any chance? Yeah, I give him a chance. I think he can outbox Canelo if he got to stay to the game though. He can't look at these bright lights and all this shit going on and get nervous and stuff. I know he carry himself as a serious person and whatnot, but the bright lights is different. He has a style to give Canelo some problems with his movement. I like how he hook off the jab. He got fast hands, but will he get Canelo's attention? You know what I'm saying? Canelo, see if Canelo can't touch you, like hurt you, like hurt you, whatever, he'll pick a body part. I mean, he'll pick a body part. Strange shit be happening in Canelo's fights. You know what I'm saying? The last couple of fights, look, he knew, and credit to Canelo. Callum Smith best punch is a left hook. Anybody watch Callum Smith know his left hook is crazy. You know what I'm saying? He'll get you hurt, get you up out of there. What Canelo do? He just start punching on his bicep, on his left bicep. Dude won't throw no punches. People wonder why, because he punched his bicep off. You know what I'm saying? Look at the one shot he landed against Billy Joe. You know what I'm saying? That he worked on them uppercuts, and when he landed, that was it. So something can happen like that in Caleb Plant fight. Caleb Plant fight with his mouth open. The whole fight, his mouth is always open from the first round to the last round. Maybe it's a jaw. Maybe he get his jaw hurt. So I look at stuff like that, like little shit like that can happen. But if Canelo, you know, I mean, excuse me, Caleb Plant, if he can get his boxing going, his movement, his angles, and using the jab and keeping Canelo occupied, you know, I think he can have some success. So to answer the question, be getting along with it. My bad. What's up? What's it? Soldier Boy 911. Salute, bro. What's good with you? He said that's a good fight. Yeah, I want to see that. I think it's coming. JC in the building. What's good, bro? Rodriguez takes my guy this upcoming week. What do you think about that fight? Oh, Aoka versus. I like the fight. I think it's gonna be a decent test for Aoka. I like Aoka break him down. That's a technician, bro. That's a much like Aoka is much watched for me because I like how he break down fighters. You know what I'm saying? He's a technician in the ring. So yeah, I think it's a fight he should win. But I think Rodriguez is gonna put up a good effort. I got Plant pulling it off. Yeah, let's see if Plant does it for Bev. Yeah, we can see, man. We'll see. I know he got a lot of motivation, inspiration, and stuff like that. I had Billy. Oh man, damn. I had Canelo up by a round, but I could see Billy winning though. But that fight was stopped. I think I probably had it 4-3 for Canelo, but it could have been flip flop. Billy was doing well in that fight. Plant going to be on his toes all night. See, I think he gonna have to sit down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean he can box all night, yeah, but will he get the credit? And Canelo, Canelo will go to the body. He can slow you down like he did Lara. He slowed Lara down. Plant already hella shook. Gas tank, yeah, gas tank. I agree with that. I watched back. It was a Katiki recently. Plant was really running out of gas. Yeah, he was. Early in that fight, he was spectacular though. He was spectacular. um, Hella suspect. Sweet potato. Sweet potato. Dang, yes. Oh man, I like him too, man. That's another technician. Um, I know he just fought over the. I think he fought on the Heron Frampton undercard. Man, yeah, I want to see him back too. I want to see him back. It's not official, but I think it's about to be official. They trying. I think they're talking about money, playing getting that snack premium package. I mean, it's a lot of those guys got them shits. uh, I got money on Plant. He better win. We'll see. We'll see. So okay, 140. What else going on at 140? If I can remember, I don't think nobody really got nothing planned as of yet. Oh, Alberto Paluyo, he's facing Rancis Barthélemy on the Fury Wilder 3 undercard. That's a WBA eliminator. Paluyo he was the WBA interim champion and shit like that. So I guess that's a fight to note. 135. So we got Teofimo versus Cambosis. Man, finally, yo. Hopefully this fight go through October the 5th. That's fight week of Wilder Fury. So that's a big fight week for boxing fans. So that's what's up. It's gonna be on Triller. I think it's $19, $20, whatever. If you got a subscription, it's like $2.99, whatever. But yeah, man, I just want to see the fight. I mean, after all the drama, uh Teofimo, he's come back. He both guys basically been out the ring for a year. They fought the same month last year, October, and they've been out the ring for a year. And all the drama and the back and forth and excuse me, all everything that's surrounding with it. I just want to get it done. Kind of like how I feel about the Wilder Fury fight. Let's get that shit done. You know what I'm saying? Too much drama, soap opera. But yeah, that's what's up. Devin Haney, I mean, it looks like he about to get avoided again by his mandatory. Like that shit is ridiculous, bro. Honestly, I think if this is let's give it 100. If it was like any other champion the WBC like respected, they would have ordered it. They would have ordered the fights. You know what I'm saying? After the first time it happened with Ryan Garcia, they didn't even try to order the fight. Now it looked like JoJo gonna fight somebody else. Now JoJo versus Ryan Garcia, I like that fight. It makes sense for the promotion. You know what I'm saying? Because those guys stable mates, with Golden Boy. It makes sense. But it also makes sense for your mandatory, to fight. It's crazy. We got mandatories messing up fights left and right, basically, because that's what they say. The IBF mandatory for Charlo, he want his fight, and then you got mandatories that don't want to fight, don't want to fight the champ. The champ. It seemed like it. Now JoJo, I always look at JoJo as a guy that don't duck no smoke. He run to it. To me, you know what I'm saying? He fought Gary Russell. He pushed for that because he could have went another route. He pushed for the WC mandatory, fought Gary Russell in his hometown. You know what I'm saying? He was chasing Tevin Farmer, fought Tevin Farmer, beat him. Like I never took him like that. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I hope the fight get made though. He said, "Do you really believe Bill Haley saying everyone pretty much done?" I mean, I believe that the mandatories are because if you become mandatory, that tells me you want to fight the champion. So I feel like they can be knocking on the door saying, "I want to fight. I want to fight Devin Haney." My man called out. He called out Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Like he should be at the WBC knocking on the door saying, "Order the fight, order the fight, order the fight." But he talking about fighting this guy. You know what I'm saying? That guy. To me, I don't know. I don't think everybody ducking Devin Haney, but I'm just saying those mandatories. I think so. Like Brian Garcia, to me, that's to me. I know mental health is crazy, and you gotta take a look at it, and everybody's different. But to me, it's just I don't know, man. It didn't seem genuine to me, but I'm not no judge, so I don't know. But even before the mental health stuff came about, he was talking about fighting Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? He's a mandatory. He talking about fighting Pacquiao at 147. So it is what it is. But I don't really listen to Bill no more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm just going off what I see. Um, Let me see. The WC Mantos, yeah. Yeah, they should just order the fight, man. Get that shit over with. So Lomachenko is coming back December the 11th, likely versus Comey. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So Teofimo, Lomachenko in action. We'll see who Tank fight. You know, I think 35 is might be the best division for him right now. We'll see. My guess he's gonna face Isaac Pitbull Cruz. That's my opinion. I got my reasons too, but we'll see. The Rolly fight would be fun for entertainment situation. I think he beat Rolly. I think he stops Rolly, but it'd be fun. It'd be a fun build up, and it'd be good for casual fans and semi hardcore fans to watch and all that good shit. Entertaining, I guess. Um, what else? A 35, man. I don't know. It's kind of like I want to see the top guys fighting each other, like any type of mismatch. If Ryan come back, Ryan, Devin Haney, Teofimo, Tank, Lomachenko, but Teofimo and Lomachenko fought already, but still, they can still rotate that shit some more. So we'll see. He said Haney needs to join top rank. That's the only solution or move up. I mean, damn, maybe, man. If he could get the fights, but top rank don't really treat fighters right. So I doubt if he signed. Michelle Rivera, that's a good fight too. That's a good fight. Realistically, I would say Rolly versus Rivera, right? That's what I would say because they're on the same side, they're on the same schedule, they're in the same sanction body. You know what I'm saying? Rolly number one, Michelle Rivera number three. I think that's probably the more natural fight. Actually, I'm thinking that's gonna be on the undercard of Tank's pay per view. With Tank, I think Tank fighting Pitbull Cruz, and I can see Rolly versus Rivera on that undercard. It makes sense because you can build up the fight. If somebody pull out, one of those guys can replace. Let's say Pitbull pull out, one of those guys on the undercard can replace him. In this COVID era. So that's what I see. But we'll see. We'll see. 130. So we still got a vacant IBF title. Supposed to be Rockmanoff versus Ogawa. And that fight got postponed. It's supposed to happen what? Shit. August the 20th, man. We missed out on that. So hopefully it get rescheduled. MTK had that fight. And so we'll see. Chris Colbert versus Roger Gutierrez gonna fight for the super title. So it's gonna be one title in that division for the WBA, which is a blessing. That shit's crazy. So that's what's up. That's what's up. That's a decent fight. Roger Gutierrez can punch though, and he been boxing lately. I didn't like the performance against Rene Alvarado. I thought he was fighting, not really to win, just to I don't know. He was boxing. He boxed well though, and that made me something Cobra had to take a look at and definitely deal with the power. But I think Cobra wins that fight, and they're in negotiations. I think purse bid like September the 17th, so we'll see. He said Tank doing the black versus Oh, you already know that. He been doing it. Yeah, Rivera. How do you see Tio versus Haney? That's a good fight, man. I like I still like damn. I like Devin Haney. I think he can win that fight because he can box, and I think Teofimo might have to chase him down and time him and stuff like that. I think it's probably like 50-50, honestly. I may slightly edge Teofimo. Teofimo. I like the power, stuff like that. But that's a tough fight. I want to see it, man. That's why it's hard for me to break it down because I want to see it. It's a fight I want to see. Who you say? I think Tank is fighting Isaac Cruz, Pitbull Cruz. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. Hopefully, I mean, if you look at it, it's a lot of people Tank can fight, but it's only in a certain bubble who he can fight. So you got to pay attention to. I'm gonna break that down. Let me go through the comments because it's a lot of shit how I be breaking stuff down. Why I pick who I think certain guys gonna fight. Says salute to you, bro. Mr. Lightbulbs in the building. JJ, he said Pitbull brings nothing to the table. Leroy Ellaby. Okay, he's solid. Leroy. Uh, I knows what I'm talking about. What's up, Macadocious Mac of the South? Salute, bro. He said, I think T.O. Reflex is good. Soon he'll land this over. Yeah, I think, yeah, he's definitely nice. He makes the most sense money wise. So, reason why I say Pitbull or Cruz, like, I look at how they moving him, right? He fought 2020, he fought on Showbox against Thomas Matisse. Beat him. That was a nice little fight. Then he fights on Tank Leo undercard. He was the first fight on the card. Now, me looking at it, I'm like, how he get a pay-per-view spot? All these PBC fighters and shit, how the hell he get a spot? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he might be an opponent for one of those guys. He won an IBF eliminator fight on that card, and that was around the same time where we didn't know if Tio, after he beat Lomachenko, if he was gonna move up or whatever, because he was talking about facing the one between Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. So they put him in that position. So I'm like, okay, they must be doing something with him because this kid is unknown. A lot of people don't know him like that. Okay, so he had a 53-second knockout on that undercard. Bam, that was crazy. Then he fights on Showtime again in March of this year. He fights on Dave Benavidez undercard as the co-main. Now, how he getting co-main spots? Okay, yeah, he signed with Manny Pacquiao. I got it. So he got some pull. Sean Gibbons, okay, but he a co-main. Then he comes right back from March to June. He fights on Jamal Charlo's undercard as a co-main again on a Juneteenth card, which supposed to be for, what I'm saying, for the brothers and the black folks and shit like that, right? How he co-main facing Francisco Vargas. So look how they're moving them. And then when you look at that, look at the schedule. So who fights a week after that, after Jamal Charlo? Tank Davis. Tank Davis and Barrios. You know what I'm saying? So he on the same schedule. You know what I'm saying? He in the sanctioned body. And then another thing, that's why I like going through these rankings. He been in the WA rankings ever since he scored that 53-second knockout against Diego Magdaleno. So that was November all the way to June. He in the WA rankings. July, he's not in the WA rankings. Then August, he comes back in. Come on. That's why I'm saying he gonna fight somebody. And I'm guessing it's Tank. And the way they moving Tank, that's the perfect style for Tank. Perfect style. Like Tank is right now, it's not really about it's not about who Tank fights now. Because the way they building him, they're not fighting him to be um, a pound for pound guy or the best fighter in the sport. He's a good fighter, but he's like more so they pushing him as an attraction. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna put him in with Devin Haney and Chris Colbert and Shakur Stevenson and guys like that that's gonna expose some of his shit. Teofimo look like I think they'll fight Teofimo, but they're not rushing to it. Josh Taylor, guys like that that's gonna expose them, Regis Prograis. So look how they moving. And based on how they moving, I'm picking Pitbull Cruz. They've been showcasing this kid a lot. And I don't know if you guys been paying attention to it. He's been getting a lot of shine. So, and he's a Pacquiao promoted fighter who can make some moves. He was in Vegas last week for the Ugas fight. So that's why I'm picking Tank versus Pitbull Cruz. Because I'll be paying attention to that little behind the door shit, and it makes sense to me. So that's how we rocking. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. I think a fight between Tio Haney is gonna stink out the place. It could. It could, but we gotta see those fights though, man. We got to. Can Rosado KO McGear? Yeah, I forgot about McGear and Derevchenko. They got ordered, but I think he could. I like McGear in that fight against Rosado because I think the work rate and McGear is a decent boxer. But yeah, that fight they still negotiating, but the WC ordered McGear versus Derevchenko, and we'll see what happened with that. His head bomb gear. Let me see, 130. What else going on? Oh, we got Heron versus Shakur, October the 23rd in Atlanta. That's a good fight. Looking forward to that one. Mm-hmm. This is a division that I would like to see get undisputed or unified. Oscar Valdez coming back September the 10th versus Robson Castillo. So the winner, if Valdez win, and the winner between Shakur and Herring, that fight is next, y'all. So I'm telling y'all now, they're gonna fight the top of the year. They're gonna unify. You know what I'm saying? Valdez just signed a contract, and that's what I'm saying, that's part of it. 126. So Kid Galahad won the vacant IBL title off Jazza Dickers. I mean, that was a hell of a performance. So he got 2 stoppage victories over him. He looking to come back sometime November. In Sheffield, hometown fight. So we'll see who he fight. Beck the Bum versus Gungor. That's a dangerous fight for Beck the Bully, bro. Coming off that loss to Rosado. I doubt if they made that fight. I mean, they got hella confidence in Beck. What else? Oh, the WA just ordered Lee Wood versus Michael Conlon. I like that fight, man. I like that fight. That's what's up. Lee Wood is nice. Like Lee Wood is a good boxer, counter puncher, but he got power. And he kind of underrated. I think Warrington wins a rematch. Yeah, I think so too. Warrington versus Mauricio Lara. That's September 4th. I think Warrington going to box and win a decision. Mercado easy for. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm picking Amanda Serrano by second round knockout body shot, but we'll see. But yeah, Warrington. Yeah, I think he'll get back. I think he'll get back and win that fight. You know what I'm saying, for sure. Who else? Man, Gary Russell, bro. I don't know what's going on. Damn, he supposed to face Ray Vargas. I don't know what's going on with that. Mark Marcelo had a big time knockout last week. He just won an eliminator. You know what I'm saying? They threw Beck in the fire. I mean, he was asking for that shit though. They believe in Beck. I heard they're gonna put Beck right back in with somebody good in his next fight. I know he was gonna fight Kovalev before Kovalev tested positive. I don't know. We'll see. Gungor needs to fight. Oh yeah. I mean Gungor, he been kind of active though. He fought in December. He fought in April. So yeah, but I'm with you. I like Gungor. I don't know if he's third best. I don't think he better than Benavidez. I think Benavidez number 2. And I think Plant right there number 3. Gungor is nice though. I like him. I like that southpaw style. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Look out for Mark Marcelo, bro. That he got a lot of vulnerabilities, but the kid is explosive. Yes, sir. 122, crazy. September 18th, Fulton versus Figueroa unification. Man, I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a good fight. Reese Salim is facing Eduardo Baez. It was supposed to be Daniel Ramon, but something with the contract. I don't know. That's a much better fight, but I like Reese Salim. This eliminator. We'll see. MJ is supposed to defend his titles versus Ronnie Rios. I'm still waiting for a date for that. You know what I'm saying? And if Aleem will be the mandatory for MJ for that, and they consolidating belts. You know what I'm saying? Because Rios is the gold champion, MJ is a super. And then what else they got? The interim was Aleem, so they getting rid of those shit. So that's what's up, man. I like that. And then as soon as Figueroa step in the ring to face Fulton, they're gonna strip him of his regular title. So yeah, man, get rid of all them bullshit belts. I'm with that. 122, yeah, that's a good ass division for sure. The B Salim, yeah, I can't wait to see him back for sure. Yeah, that's a good division. Luis Neri, he got a new coach. I think he with Capetillo. He may be facing Angelo Leo next. Be on the lookout for that. Who else? Who else supposed to be in that division? Supposed to fight? Mike Plain supposed to have a nice fight coming up against Vic Pasillas. You remember Vic Pasillas got stopped by Reese Salim in January. Yeah, that division nice. Yeah. I want to see Dan Ramon come back though. Oh, Carlos Castro. He fought on the Pacquiao Ugas undercard. He was the first fight of the night. Yo, he nice too. Now I know he fought at featherweight that night, but he's like number one in the WBC at 122. So I'm not sure which one he gonna campaign at. But let's say you throw him back down there. Yo, 122. All right, Spence gotta be out for 3 years. Of that. Damn, 3 years. I'm thinking more so like a year. But damn, that's crazy. I hope he come back soon in some 3 years. Let me see, 118. We just seen Casemiro and Rigo. Um, so and after that, they just took Rigo off the rankings. Even what's his name? Joshua Greer, he lost to Jason Maloney. They took him off the rankings. So them dudes, I don't know if they're gonna get cast off. Well, no. Casemiro, we'll see what he got. He supposed to have a mandatory, but I'm not sure on that because Paul Butler was supposed to face Joseph Abeko. Abeko, like the last minute, he couldn't get a visa to fight him in the UK. So Paul Butler fought some no name guy they had on standby. But I think they might have to run that back. You know what I'm saying? So Casemiro might be in the clear on mandatories. So he still got a contract with Donaire, or they still got some business to take care of. I would love to see him face Anyway or Donaire. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Anyway, I'm not sure if we got do we got any mandatories? I don't think he have a mandatory yet, but he gonna have one at WBA pretty soon because they may reorder Gary and Antonio Russell. Gary Antonio Russell versus Manny Rodriguez, and we know that fight got it got cut short due to headbutts. Um, Maybe Casemiro, if he can't get those two big fights, maybe he get Rashid Warren, who came in number 4. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. Yeah. I like that fight. Give Rashid Warren an opportunity to win a title. You know what I'm saying? Based on what he did that night, he'll have an opportunity with them fast hands if he punching like that. So yeah, I like 118. Um, he said come back with eye patch like Captain Morgan. Man, I hope he come back, man. I think, man, we need Spence back in the game, bro. Damn, we need him. Like he one of the best fighters in the world. Like I don't understand how people don't want to see him back in the ring or wishing his downfall. He's one of the like boxing is the best when we got the best fighters fighting on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? He one of the best, no matter what anybody said about him. What's next for Matias? Oh, that's a dangerous fighter. Hopefully, he may face Ponce because Ponce won the IBF number 1 spot. He's number 2. It all depends on what Josh Taylor does. So if Josh Taylor, if he stays at 140 after his mandatory in December, then he's going to face Ponce. If Josh Taylor moves up, then Ponce and Matias going to fight for the vacant IBF. So we'll see. We'll see. Or maybe he'll fight. Maybe they can make the Ponce Matias fight for an interim title just in case. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor move up, and if he does move up, you'll have the interim just take his spot. Because if they fight Matisse and beat him, they deserve to be. You know what I'm saying? To fight for a title. Shit. No doubt, right? Okay. So where we at? 115. So we're supposed to get the trilogy between Chocolatito and Estrada. You know what I'm saying? That second fight was crazy. So hopefully that's in October. It's now unification because Estrada is the WC franchise. And this is the one time I agree with the franchise because that didn't let that stop a big fight. Because we should get that fight ran back immediately. You know what I'm saying? So Ramasai is going to rematch Quadras for the WBC title. And Quadras beat him. And that's part of the big 4 in boxing. The 4 kings right now, that's the 4 kings right there. Estrada, Chocolatito, Ramasai, and Quadras. They all fought each other, add up to like 12 sometimes, like 12 times, 11 times. So yeah, we're going to get those fights. Franco, he just defended his regular. He beat the man pretty good. Beat him pretty good in the trilogy. So now he's the mandatory for Estrada. Chocolatito winner. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, yeah, I'd like to see him go get a hometown fight a top contender in the WA, stay active. Don't wait. Like if let's say he gonna wait for Estrada and Chocolatito. If they fight in October, he should get another fight in. Get another fight around the same time they fight. That's how I would do it. Like keep the guys active, and then in the spring you can get that fight. Um, September 1st, we got Oka versus Rodriguez for the WO title. That's gonna be an early morning start in Japan. It's gonna be links floating around. That's those guys fighting in Japan. Everybody be tuning in. Nobody want that Matias. Man, Matias is yo. Listen, he a problem, bro. He a problem. He a problem. I think depending on what's going on with the IBF, I think he should stay active though. Get another one in. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you think it twice when you know what I'm saying. You'll fight them, but hey, you know what I'm saying. Those 115 fights easy to make because yeah, okay, yeah, that's facts. That's facts. But yeah, Oka versus Rodriguez, yeah, that's the early morning start. So we'll see. 112. Sonny Edwards coming back September 11th. Yeah, I like Sonny Edwards though. He's a boxer. He switched. You know what I'm saying. He doing a lot of movement, a lot of running. But when he sit down and start using his jab and stuff like that, he's a pretty good fighter. He's gonna face Jason Mama on September 11th. He got a mandatory after that too with Ricardo Sandoval, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be like right after. So it'll probably be like sometime next year in the second quarter. The WA order Dr. Kana, the WA champion, to finally fight somebody. He gonna face Luis Concepcion from Panama. I mean, that guy ain't fought since shit. He ain't fought in a long time. So I kind of like what the WA doing. And I know why they doing it, the pressure, but yeah, it kind of forced some of these guys to fight. JC Martinez supposed to defend his WC versus mandatory McWilliams Arroyo. That should be coming up. That's gonna be a good fight. Arroyo can punch, but we'll see. We'll see. What else at 112? If I can remember off top. 108. Karaguchi, WA champion, supposed to face his mandatory, the WA regular champion, Esteban Bermudez. That's a good fight. Bermudez coming off a upset victory over Gonzalez. That's a good fight. Soto, he's gonna Elmer Soto, the WO mandatory, WO champion, is gonna face his WO mandatory, Jonathan Gonzalez from Puerto Rico. That's coming up on one of these DAZN cards, and that's a tricky fight, man, because Gonzalez can box, can crack a little bit. Soto haven't been looking too good since he won the title. Even in that title fight, he had some shaky moments. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. That's a fight he can definitely lose. He said Herb retired. Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't heard about that. If Herb was going to retire, I don't think he is. What's next for Arias? I don't know. I think something coming though. I seen him in the gym with Ismail Salas. Um, if I had to guess, Arias, this is an educated guess. I could see him versus the kid that just fought Lean. Remember, he fought on the Charlo undercard. What's his name? Emil Carvajal, who fought Aleem on the Charlo Castano undercard. I can see that fight for Arias. I can see something like that. Or maybe Arias versus Juan Macias Montiel, who just fought Big Charlo or Jamal Charlo. I can see fights like that for him. You know what I'm saying? I would say Laura, but him and Laura got the same coach right now, unless Laura left Ismail Salas. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. I think I missed one. Okay. I call anything below 115 LW territory hardcore. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. I like those fights, though. Some pretty good fights coming up. He said, yeah, he didn't look that good. He didn't look that good. All right. Let me see. 108. There's something else that's going on in 108 that I missed out on. The IBF. Oh, Phil Alvarado just won. He got an IBF mandatory versus an African kid. That should be coming up. But I'm not sure if Phil Alvarado can make. He said he been struggling to make 108. If you've seen his fight on the Virgil Ortiz undercard versus Me Machine, that kid look like a featherweight. He like a featherweight. I don't know how the hell he making 112 for real. So we'll see. 105, 105. They got some movement now because of WA ordering some fights, and I'm gonna talk about that when I do the rankings. But Eric Rosa, he's gonna face former champion and well, he's a champion now, regular champion Vic Saladar. That's a decent fight. And then, but was it Benavidez versus I forgot the other guy's name? But when the WA rankings come out, probably on the 31st, I'm definitely breaking them shits down for sure. Because yeah, they got a lot of shit that happened since from now from last month to now. So yeah, it's crazy. What's up, G5 Jeff? Salute. So yeah, man, that's basically shit. All the divisions in a nutshell, man. I want to see. I'm trying to let me know if somebody else on YouTube boxing breaking down all the rankings, 17 divisions like that, the news and notes and quick shit like that. Let me know because I might go learn something. Let me circle back to the Bridgeweight division. Then they got some shit going on too, regardless if you really like the division or not and the concept of it. But September 17th, you got a rematch: Oscar Rivas versus Brian Jennings. That should be in Montreal for the first inaugural Bridgeweight title, 224 pounds. They did their 30-day weight checks. Brian Jennings was like 232, and Oscar Rivas was like 215. Like, damn, I never seen him that low. He like 215. So I don't know, man. I don't know what type of diet he on, or he just found I don't know what happened, but he looked small as hell. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Um, yes, sir. And the mandatory is Romanov. The kid, I know he's most noted for knocking out Wilder in the amateurs. So he beat Krudashev to become the mandatory. Then another Polish guy, Rodnowski, I believe, he beat Spilka. So yeah, Bridgeweight, like when I seen the Bridgeweight rankings, and I'm like, shit, if they fight each other, we got damn near 50-50 fights. If you look at it, you got Alan Babish in there. He maybe can make some noise. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if we can get down to cruiserweight though. But like any division, they got a ranking system. If those guys is fighting each other in those rankings, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I got Brian Jennings winning. Yeah, I like BY. Unless Rivas come out faster. We'll see, man. Rivas, man. Yeah, check out them pictures, bro. Um, if you got Facebook, go to Yvonne Michelle Facebook and scroll down the timeline. This dude looking skinny as hell. Cut up though. Ready for Serrano tonight. What's up, Renee Barjon? Yeah. Amanda Serrano, Triple D. Yep, Tommy Fury. Rancher versus Montana Love. Charles Conwell. He faced an undefeated guy. Hopefully they can show his fight somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight too. Yeah, I talked about that earlier in the show. Yeah. Khrushchev versus Teshenko. That's a good fight, yo. And both guys coming off of losses. You know what I'm saying? Machinu, he took Teshenko to school. That Machinu he from South Africa and whatnot. He's a mandatory southpaw. He beat Eddie Chambers back in the day, for you guys to remember. He took Teshenko to school. Teshenko was a gold medalist. He had a sketchy, I don't know. I think it was one of those fights in the Olympics. He probably lost, but I like this fight though. You know what I'm saying? It's at cruiserweight too. Joe Parker versus Juggernaut. I think Joseph Parker gonna rematch Shazor, but I like that fight though because Juggernaut looking for a fight. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Yami, Yami versus Serrano. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be pretty good. I mean, hopefully those other champions fight Serrano, which I don't think they will. So my next opponent for Serrano, if she wins tonight, I think she will. I want to see her face Delphine Pearson then. Shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? Pursoon can make 126. Her last couple fights, she been like 127. She can drop down 1 pound and face Amanda Serrano. I like that fight. Um, I watched Minshew versus Usyk. Usyk stopped him late. Yeah, that was in Maryland. I remember that. He has been on the run. He got revenge. Yeah, and he's the mandatory for Makabu. Makabu stopped him late, and he was the fight that he was winning or arguably winning. He was doing well. So Makabu has a voluntary. He's a voluntary stage. But then after he make his voluntary defense, I'm not sure who he gonna fight. But then he gonna get the mandatory, gonna rematch. Yeah, no, I got you. I got what you saying, bro. I got Amanda. She's super determined. Yeah, Amanda. Yeah, she's one of the best for sure. Always in shape. Got a hell of a punch off put. Body shots crazy. But man, watching his fights is like watching a suspense, like a movie, like a thriller. You don't know what's gonna happen, bro. He vulnerable and he got big time power. Yeah, it's Cade Taylor around Amanda's division. Cade Taylor is lightweight, 135 pounds. Amanda is 126. So I mean, that fight when it happens is gonna be at lightweight. But Amanda's a 7 division champion, so I don't really know if weight gonna play a part more so than tactics and skills. But yeah, they're around each other weight classes. Kay Taylor fighting September the 4th. She's facing Jennifer Hahn. Jennifer Hahn is from El Paso. I think she's like Korean, half Korean American. She can box on her A day, like on her A game plan. She a good boxer, counter puncher, good mover. You know what I'm saying? She had two kids recently. So it's like she had two kids in the span of 2 years or 3 years. That takes a toll out on a woman's body. We all know that. So we'll see what she brings to the table. I'm thinking Katie gonna be a little bit too fast for her. And and I don't think and with Jennifer Hunt don't have the pressure power to slow down Katie. So it's probably another one of those defenses where Katie looking real good. And I think Kate Taylor will have another. She got another mandatory after that, and that may be against Olympic gold medalist. Estelle Mosley, who is she's married to Tony Yoka. So I can see that in December for the WBC mandatory, and then in March next year we should see the big time fight between Kate Taylor and Amanda Serrano at MSG. That'd be crazy. That's the biggest fight in women's boxing. Machinu fought Usyk. Oh, Inglewood. Okay. My bad. Usyk fought. I appreciate that, bro. Usyk he fought Michael Hunter. There you go in Maryland. There you go. Appreciate that. It's an L. You gotta do all the state fights. Oh, do you go to all the state fights? I mean Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I do Vegas. I'm trying to get to the Fulton Figueroa fight September 18th, but I got I've got to see everything good. But yeah, I want to get out to Texas one day though. I'm gonna get out to Texas one day for sure. Yeah, just Vegas. But I want to get to Texas though. I was about to go to the Hunter Usyk fight in Maryland because okay from DC. Okay, that's what's up. What's up, 503? Salute. Yeah, I know it was one of those shits. He said, "Who I got tonight? I got I think Jay Paul gonna win. I think Jay Paul gonna win. I want Willie to win, but I think Jay Paul gonna win based off just the boxing shit. Um, who else? Man Serrano, I got her too. Body shot. Not Joe Joyce. Dan Dubois, I got him stopping Kuzumanu in 4. Love and Baranchik. Man, that's a toss up for me because I'm thinking about Baranchik in that last fight, how much he got left. And then Montana Love, I watched his last couple fights. I mean, he don't really like pressure like that. And Baranchik gonna be all over him. So I had Love in the beginning of the week. I'm gonna rock with Baranchik right now. But we'll see. We'll see. That's a good fight though. That's gonna be fun. I like Conwell to get a stoppage. And Tommy Fury gonna stop that dude. That dude, he playing too much. The Anthony Taylor guy, he playing around. Fury gonna use his range and jab and stuff like that. He gonna stop him. He said, "You think Amanda and Taylor?" Yeah, I think it's gonna happen. I think it'll happen. He said, "Serrano versus Mayer at catchweight." Both. Yeah, I like that fight too. McKay and Mayer got a big fight coming up. Uh, Damn, what the date? I forgot the date. I think it's in November. She's facing Mavet Hamadouche. That fight gonna be crazy. But hey, Hamadouche fight like Ruslan Provodnikov. She just straight coming forward, all hooks, body shots, no jabs. You know what I'm saying? That fight gonna be like the female version of Algeria versus Provodnikov. For real. That's a good fight. Good unification. That's coming up. I remember Makabu signed a 2-fight deal to fight Khrushchev and Packer. That dude Makabu is I like him, bro. I told you watching his fights is like watching a thriller on TV or some a movie. You never know what you're gonna get with him. He says she getting upset tonight. Shit. She might get upset if an old girl keep grabbing her. That's the only time. He said, "Man, I respect to Katie. I like Katie. Katie can fight, yo. That's a tough fight for Amanda Serrano. I'm trying to tell you. I like Amanda to win that fight, but it's gonna be a tough fight. The footwork, yo. If Kay Taylor can use her footwork and stuff like that, she gonna give Amanda some problems. Um, yeah, she gonna give her some problems. Hand speed. I can see her doing that rat tat tat. Get up out of there. Run those hands and get up out of there. Run those hands, get them up out of there, and make Amanda chase her. That's how I see it. Kay Taylor had a whole bunch of national championship. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she kind of helped get the females to get boxing into the Olympics. I think she won the 2012 gold medal. Yeah, Katie, she nice. Jake got dog in him. He gonna win. Man, I just honestly on some biased shit. I just want Willie to win because I don't like Jalen Love, bro. Like I don't like how he be doing shit, man. To me, I don't know. That's just me. I just want Willie to win. But I've been watching the little tapes and shit, the little research that Jake Paul do have. I mean, he established his jab now for the most part. Before he throw the right hand, he can establish his jab, and he's kind of calm in the ring. When it first started, he don't go all crazy. That's the thing he have over most of those guys. They novice and they come in throw crazy punches, but Jake just using his jab, setting it up. He might throw a jab to the body, but he got a big right hand though, for what it's worth. So. Use my boxing mind. I got Jake Paul, but I really want Willie to win. McCarlo trash. Her last fight, she didn't look too good. Oh yeah, I think Jake Paul wins. He's smashing them. I don't think Love has enough to. Yeah, see, that's another thing too, man. I mean, his last fight that I seen, I know he won 2 in a row this year. He struggled though in the Creel fight, but when he fought Jericho Walton though, he was getting clipped with right hands, like not wild right hands, but kind of like looping shots. He was hurt a couple of times, but Walton really couldn't capitalize on it. And I'm like, if Baranchik come out like that, see, if Baranchik was Baranchik before Zepeda, see, the reason why I'm questioning if my man is 100% from that Zepeda fight is because Zepeda wasn't 100% from from the fight. We seen how he looked against Lundy, like that dude looked like he looked like he lost like half of his attributes when he fought Lundy, and Lundy was doing his thing there, and Lundy been past it, and he won the fight. He won the fight. So imagine how Baranchik gonna look. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good point, though. Maybe the power ain't there for Montana Love to scare Baranchik off like that. He said, "Yeah, that Taylor guy is a big joker. Yeah, man, he play around too much. Jay got a multi-fight deal. He set up to win. Facts. That's facts. Boxing DC. They got a card coming up. TS Boxing. September the 4th. Demond Nicholson. He's fighting in DC, and then September 25th they got a card. He said he's learning. Yeah, he's learning. I mean, he ain't bad though. Like for his level, he ain't bad. Who he's fighting? You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about these young champs. about these young champ. I don't know about these. He said Jake came in for next year. Well, Jab ready the building. Salute to y'all. Appreciate you guys coming through for sure. Yeah, Nicholson. Yeah. Um, yeah, man. Like it's a lot of shit going on in boxing though. It's a lot of fights. I mean, I feel like August was like the was like the month of change or some shit for boxing because with that Michael Fox shit, that shit it's crazy because the WBA basically got the spotlight on them because they talking about withdrawing the WBA from even sanctioning fights in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So they try to clean up that act quick, and my man basically had to sacrifice for that shit on some Christmas Addis type shit. And so hopefully he can get a nice little fight and a bigger payday for Michael Fox for that. And it just exposed boxing and you know what I'm saying. We missing all on fights, big time fights this summer, which is it is always a bummer when we don't get the fights that we want or stuff like that. You know, hopefully this back end of the year be good. It was like I was disappointed that Spence didn't get an opportunity to do what he had to do, but shit happens. But hopefully he come back and yeah, man. Old guys put on a great performance. So it's some highs and lows and shit, man. This me with this boxing shit, I never run away with it. I can complain and get mad, whatever, but I ain't going nowhere. So I'm here. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna always rep it, and I always find a silver lining. That's why I like to watch all the fights because I be watching fights, man. I be like, damn, it made me forget about the drama and shit. Like, damn, because I don't just watch the big time fights and the big names and shit like that. I be watching all of them. Even when I went to cover the card in San Diego with the female card, the whole card was crazy. Like even the fights that didn't show on TV after after they went off, they had like 3 other fights. Those shits was sick. It was crazy. Those was the best fights of the night. It was better than TV fights. So yeah, man, I don't get discouraged to the point where, man, I'm leaving this bitch. Nah, I don't get like that. I just go look at another avenue, you know what I'm saying? Or something else going on in boxing. Like when I heard Boost was coming back, I was, you know what I'm saying, that shit kind of brightened up my day, you know what I'm saying? Checking my alerts and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, Boost, okay. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't let that shit deter me. You know what I'm saying? He said, I think the undercard for Usyk. I like it though. See, that's what I'm saying. You may think it's trash, but I like it though. Because I love Lawrence Okoli. You know what I'm saying? I like him, bro. And then Kyle Smith versus Castillo, that's a good welcome to the division type of fight. Like, it's a good, like, come on, you want to come to 175, you're going to face a guy that been in the ring with Marcus Brown and Bivol. That they do that in boxing for years and years. You always going to face a similar opposition. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I like that. That's a good test. And that guy can box. Then it might not be the most prettiest fights because Lennon Castillo, he's a counter puncher. He ain't punching until he know he can hit you. So it might be kind of rough. Pro Dan versus Marku, that's fight of the year type of fight. You know what I'm saying? That fight is all action. Perdan don't got no defense, all offense. Marku, he can do defense a little bit, but he's all offense. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that card, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't like the best card to write home about and go crazy, but it's not trash to me. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I look at it different. But I respect you though for sure. Yeah, I know who he fighting. He's not really heritage. He's probably like a C-level guy. It's a guy that Coley gonna run through. But what I like though, they already setting up Okoli to face Breedis. Both guys got mandatories. So get both of those guys out the way, and then, you know what I'm saying? We get the big fight. Canelo gonna save the year. I don't know about that. Maybe. I don't think he can save it by himself. I don't believe it's a face of boxing right now. I think it's a bunch of faces. I think it's like it depends who you like. Like I would say Wilder's a face of boxing. Wilder get the hate, the bullshit. If you say something bad about Wilder, everybody coming at that guy. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, it can be Canelo because Canelo is the cash cow. but that don't mean he's the face because I don't. When I be waking up, I be thinking about like Canelo don't appeal to me. Like he just started speaking English, and then when he started speaking English, he turned down a fight that I want to see him fight. So it depends who you look at. It depends who you rock with and who appeal to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think it's a face of boxing like that because everybody can pick. I think it's a lot of faces. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of faces. I think collectively, if all these fights happen, they're supposed to be planned to happen, and plus add on some of the young guys, and we can see Devin Haney again, a couple other guys that haven't fought this year. Even Charlo, if Charlo got to make that IBF defense, both Charlos, if they can fight again, it's like collectively, it's gonna build up the sport, in my opinion. Facts. He said Campbell hadn't. Yeah, man. Campbell hadn't. But hey, they're gonna use the name to build them up. He said Wilder and Haney. He said Young had to fight. Yeah, he gonna probably get like he gonna get about probably get like 3 more fights after this. But yeah, man, that's what's good, man. I want to salute everybody coming to the building, man. I just ran through these not rankings, but these divisions. I appreciate that. Try to go off the top, but definitely, man. Tune in to tonight if you guys interested. I ain't pushing nobody to buy no pay-per-view, but you know what I'm saying. If you're interested, feel free to tap in. You know what I'm saying. If you need a link, yo, I might have one. I ain't saying it's 100%, but I might have one. So hit me up on my social media on the back end if you guys, you know what I'm saying, interested in stuff like that. But for sure, man. There's a lot of stuff gonna be happening. We're gonna enter another month, September. Um, September gonna have some decent type of fights and stuff like that. It's gonna cap off of AJ versus Usyk, and it's a lot of stuff. And we're gonna build into the Wilder Fury card, and some more stuff gonna be popping. Canelo, Plant, and there's little fights in between that. So yeah, man. Hey, don't give up on boxing, bro. For real. If y'all feeling y'all giving up on boxing, just come to my channel real quick and listen to how I talk about it. Maybe that shit might inspire somebody or something. I don't know. It is what it is. But once again, I want to salute everybody though, for sure, man. I appreciate the time for you guys taking the time coming out. That's what's up, bro. And then with that, that's my time, and I'm out.